Now, there have been some sketchy sponsorships who reach out to me, but I want to put this one to use. Today's video is talking about AMC Entertainment Holdings, a stock we've been tracking for quite a bit. On top of the information that I have to bring you, I also have to bring you a sponsor of today's video, Visual Sectors. But instead of making it a cheesy sponsor, I am literally going to show you right now. I'm on the website, I'm logged in. This is AMC in the ticker list, and I want to show you what it does. So off the rip, you see AMC's key risks as a company: return on assets, EV to EBITDA, and analysts target price reach. Key opportunities, you see the earnings yield, profit margin, and EBITDA margin. Now, down here at the money flows, which has a 72% win rate, and this is even on stocks with less volume than stocks like the S&P 500. What it's doing right now is spotting walls of resistance and support based on the options chain, and you can see just under $6 there is a lot of resistance with 24,117 put contracts right here, and a resistance level right under $5 at 15,552 contracts, showing that these are both strong resistance levels. And we also see there is a strong support level at exactly $3. In fact, it's very strong with 131,328 contracts right there for calls. This is strong support. And then of course you go down the list and you can see it even lower, that there is support even lower. And you can show one more month, and you can see what contracts are added, what contracts are subtracted, and then you can also go to previous days and check where the support and resistance levels are even closer. So if I were to blankly play options, right, and not only that, it shows you the chart down here. So if I were to blindly jump in an options play right here, I'd say, damn, this is tough. You know, there's a little gap fill to the upside. However, there is a previous low that it just hit that it retested a few times, which is kind of scary. I'd come up here and I'd say, damn, well, there's strong support at this level just under $4. So right when it comes down to there, I'm probably going to enter calls. Not only that, it shows you right here the upside target and the downside target, the main resistance, secondary resistance, vice versa for support as well. And then you can also check the trends that it plays out, and you can change the time frame. I'll change it to a 5-day time frame right here. And you can see that the trends it plays out with the inflows and the outflows, you can even see how much the net outflows, growth bets, decline bets, and the change in price is. And finally, you can go check out the full open interest and change the range as well as the expiration date, and check out the open interest on these contracts. This is insanely helpful for trading options, but I wanted to use it to the advantage of this video to show that where AMC is trading right now, there's a lot of resistance on the options chain at that $6 level and a lot of support right under that $3 level. We've talked about that $270 level and that $370 level, which is the exact range we see a ton of support at. In the video we just posted earlier, we talked about how AMC's price is basically pinned. Now, if you guys do want to sign up for this, my link is in the top of the description, and I will leave it in the top of comments as well. Thank you, Visual Sectors, for sponsoring today's video. Now, as soon as APE converts, legacy AMC shorts will be covering in the money under $3, which we just talked about that level. Hence, the high AMC cost to borrow, causing the new 150 million share float. AMC converted common stock to run, allowing Adam Aron to raise massive cash. This benefits the AMC bondholders at a 39% yield, callable July 23rd, who are most likely long APE. The play is broadcast as I can't comprehend why a single investor would buy AMC common currently, and instead, why wouldn't you purchase APE? APE is set for a major upside breakout by July 12th, which magically lines up with Judge Zern holding off on the ruling on the AMC settlement for a week. This is very, very interesting. This gives everyone an extra week to pull their head out of their butt, still looking at a 250 gap fill on the daily into conversion news. Catalyst investing is my jam. Hope to see AMC APE conversion reverse split. Q-ship change open into Neo AMC with a flow of 147 million and a price of $40. The market will value the stock, and seeing as how corrupt said market is, knowing the shorts postponed for ARB and that they screw retail, I am guessing the value is correct for once. Now, touching on this, those catalysts are coming up very, very fast for APE, as well as the arbitrage for AMC, the conversion 1-to-1. There's probably a good chance that this is going to go through, and you're basically buying AMC right now at $1.80. Not only that, but there are 2 gap fills to the upside on APE, and it's just stopping barcoding, or at least coming in with a little bit more volume. The first gap up is up 18% from now, which would bring you up to about $2.10, $2.11. And the second gap is up 50% from where we're trading at now, which would bring you up to about $2.65. Now, you see a bunch of funds buying a very, very small amount of shares. And this tweet says, I don't understand why a fund would buy a tiny amount of only 80 or 100 shares. There's got to be a reason. And in my opinion, the reason is probably to potentially do another delay on the conversion and reverse split, depending on how scared they are, because we saw that Allegheny only owned about 880 shares of AMC, and they were able to delay this thing for quite a bit. Now, let me do some quick math for you peeps. AMC cost to borrow average is 972% today. Let's run some calculations on that. Cost to borrow rate is an annual rate, so that means you pay 972% on what you borrow in a year. Okay. Current free float on loan is 34.91%, or 180,220,000 shares approximately. Those shares times the current AMC price of $4.29 as of the close today is $773,143,800 worth of AMC shares borrowed. At a 972% cost to borrow annually, you would pay interest only on those borrowed shares of that times 972%, which would bring you to $7.5 billion. Yes, $7.5 billion with a B. How much are they paying a week? $7.5 billion divided by 52 weeks brings them to $144,000 in interest alone borrowing against the stock per week. FYI, that means in 5.35 weeks, borrowers will have paid more than the full price of the shares they borrowed just in interest, and they could never make any gain on their investment. Plain and simple, shorts are absolutely fucked. Now, you see a lot of articles coming out right now that hedge funds are doing very, very well. Hedge funds surge is 27% in June after months of losses, yada, yada, yada. You go down the list, hedge funds are apparently doing well. I disagree, especially when they see losses on their short bets showing up. But this is, of course, what the media is going to portray, because who owns the media, right? The power, the hedge funds. The SPY is at 442, and when it was up to just 403, hedge funds lost 81 billion in bets. And guess what? They didn't exit those bets. You are seeing a lot of small mid-cap plays run, like Mullen and a ton of others. You can take a look at the top gainers every single day. These could just be pump and dumps holding hedge funds at a steady level so they do not get margin called on big positions like AMC or GameStop. Are you not subscribed? What the hell are you doing? But you go down the list of news on short sellers and you see, whoa, BlackRock ETF might open door to institutional shorting of Bitcoin. BlackRock has filed for regulatory approval of a Bitcoin ETF. Now, if you take a look, this has never happened before. BlackRock proposed Bitcoin ETF will most certainly be DTC eligible, whereas most OTC securities are not. Put simply, BlackRock ETF will allow short sellers to easily locate shares to borrow from the world's most voluminous trust company. This is very dangerous. You guys let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Also, there are a lot of dark pool prints coming in for AMC. Hopefully you guys hit the subscribe button on your way out. And if you didn't see the video I posted earlier, make sure to go watch that, because that is the full update on AMC, GameStop, and the S&P 500. Guys, pop in the Discord. The link is under the video. I love you all. Lottery socks out.